You know, there can be so many reasons for a celebrity to DM a fan, whether it's a case like Harry Styles or Shawn Mendes and their wholesomeness, or something like Justin Bieber or James Franco looking for a little action. It's still something to talk about, so let's count down the top 10 celebrities who were caught sliding into a fan's DMs. Hey guys, I'm your host Bree Room, welcome back to the channel. I've got some juicy stories to tell you guys about, so let's just get into this list. At number 10, Bella Thorne. This DM from Bella Thorne was a little mysterious and a lot weird. One fan took to Twitter to share their story about how Bella Thorne randomly DM'd them, and it's kind of funny. According to the fan, in 2017, Bella just out of the blue sent them a message on Instagram, and it was a post of Cole Sprouse. What probably happened here was that Bella probably mistook the account she messaged for the real Cole Sprouse and sent them the picture by accident. The fan went on to say that Bella deleted the message shortly after sending it, probably because she realized it was the wrong account, but it was still kind of funny. Even though Bella deleted the message and basically pretended like it never happened, I'm sure it's still something the fan will never forget, even if it was an accident. At number 9, Drake. Drake doesn't seem to have the best luck when it comes to the ladies. He's been rejected by Nicki Minaj on multiple occasions, he briefly dated Rihanna but that didn't work out, and he's been on the losing side of love for quite some time. Drake even tried DMing Mia Khalifa back in 2015 and that didn't really take either, she actually thought it was kind of cringy. Mia dished about what went down in the DMs while being interviewed by CBS Miami 560. During the interview, she was asked if any famous people had ever tried sliding into her DMs, and although she didn't give an actual name, she did say that the person's name rhymes with rake. Not subtle at all. She later said that he sent her a half-naked picture and knew that, quote, his intentions were clear. I'm assuming that they never really spoke to each other until this point, so I'm really wondering what compelled him to just drop this pic on her DM doorstep like that. I'm not the most knowledgeable on this kind of topic simply because no one's out here sliding in my DMs, but for those who are familiar with unsolicited pic DMs, please tell me why this is a thing. Like, shouldn't you have a little conversation before doing this? Before I continue with the video, please go ahead and hit that like button. Your likes really help us out, so if you're enjoying this video so far, please consider giving it a thumbs up. At number 8, James Franco. Back in 2014, actor James Franco tried sliding into a fan's DMs, only to find out that she was actually 17 years old. When their DM conversation was leaked, people honestly thought it was fake, but it turns out that it was 100% real, and James even owned up to his actions. This all happened when James met a girl visiting New York City as an early 18th birthday present. James met her at an autograph signing outside of James' Broadway show. The two took pictures together and she tagged him, which obviously led him to find her Instagram and DMing her. The two talked for a bit and the fan even asked to see his ID to make sure it was really him. After their conversation continued, James asked for her number, her age, and her relationship status, and whether or not he should have booked them a hotel room for the both of them. Nothing ever ended up happening between them, but the fan ended up exposing their conversation online, and James faced mild backlash, but after he admitted to his mistakes, he walked away from the situation pretty much intact. At number 7, Taylor Swift. During the pandemic this year, we've seen a lot of celebrities trying to help out their fans during this difficult time. Other than celebrities singing for people looking to lift their spirits, others have been donating money to their fans who are in need of some help. This is what Taylor Swift did for a while on Twitter. Some fans saw Taylor sliding into their DMs after tweeting about how the pandemic has affected them. Other than the impact that COVID has made on the health and safety of so many people, with the lockdown measures many countries have put in place, the lost jobs and wages felt by so many, Taylor was looking to give back to the people who support her and sent her fans $3,000 e-transfers to help them with their expenses. These celebrities are financially capable of giving back to their supporters, so it's really nice to see some of them stepping up to help out. Even if it barely makes a dent in the millions of dollars that these celebs have, to know that they're still looking out for the public and their well-being gives me a little faith in humanity. It's the little things, you know? At number 6, LeBron James. LeBron James is famous for his basketball skills, but let me tell you about another instance where he tried shooting his shot. See what I did there? I'm not funny. LeBron tried sliding into the DMs of Instagram model Heidi Hoback back in 2017, and he got exposed for it. Heidi posted a screenshot of the athlete's message to her on social media, which said, quote, "Teach me how to hunt and I'll teach you to play ball. Deal? LOL." She also followed the screenshot with saying, quote, "Athletes slide in girls' DMs all the time, so this isn't the craziest part, but sheesh, biggest buck I've ever seen over here." Though some people actually started coming for Heidi for the message and exposure because fans thought that she was calling LeBron a buck, she clarified that there was nothing going on and that she meant no disrespect by her comment on LeBron's DMs. She went on to say that she was actually out hunting and had a weird encounter with a buck, and it happened just as LeBron sent her that message. It was all coincidence, nothing malicious. The question of how LeBron's wife feels about this whole thing, though, remains unanswered. Halfway through at number 5, Demi Lovato. Demi Lovato and her fans are a pretty close group. As a loyal fan base, oftentimes they look to each other for support in their own individual issues, and many of them who find comfort in Demi's music share a common ground. We've seen hashtags on social media which fans use to share their stories about how Demi Lovato has helped them, but sometimes a hashtag isn't truly enough to share the bond between an artist and their fans. As some may know, Demi has struggled with her sobriety and has commented on it publicly, and many of her fans are in the same boat as her. As a support system, Demi encourages her fans like they do for her, and in one instance, Demi actually DM'd a fan to congratulate them on their sobriety and encourage them to keep fighting. In the DM, Demi said, quote, "You deserve to be happy. I'm so proud that you took that step. It takes so much courage. Whenever you feel like you're going to slip up, tell someone. I'm so proud. 11 months, make it to 12 for me. Love you." End quote. It's so nice to see this group motivating and encouraging one another even on social media. At number 4, Shawn Mendes. Here's a bit of a heartwarming story. It all started with a drawing. Twitter user Yador had come across a drawing of a floral butterfly that was originally created by a tattoo artist from Chile. She found the image and ended up superimposing it onto a picture of singer Shawn Mendes as a tattoo. This tweet ended up catching the eye of none other than Shawn Mendes himself, and he ended up DMing her asking to see the original photo. She sent it to him crediting the original artist, and he got in contact with them. Shawn ended up actually flying the artist to him to tattoo his design in the exact placement that the fan had tweeted. The fan also shared her conversation with the singer, and it was honestly just really heartwarming. His tattoo was a collaborative effort by his fan base, and so to have that commemorated on his body forever is pretty sick. At number 3, A$AP Rocky. Here's another failed attempt at love from a rapper, this time A$AP Rocky. In 2015, Rocky tried sliding into the DMs of the ex-girlfriend of fellow rapper 50 Cent, and as you can imagine, it didn't go over very well. 50 Cent actually exposed Rocky for his DMs and posted them to his social media along with a warning saying that A$AP wouldn't be able to afford his ex's expensive habits. His message was a little aggressive since he and his girlfriend were no longer together, but still, A$AP Rocky replied and was a little more civil about things. The rapper responded by saying that he was just, quote, inspired by Holly, 50 Cent's ex, and that he wasn't aware that she was his ex. He continued saying that he had nothing but respect for the fellow rapper and that he wanted to keep things classy. The whole situation kind of reminds me of when you give your dog a treat and they guard it with their life, but then when you try and take it away, they kind of try and bite your hand off. Do I think 50 Cent was a little too aggressive? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm not very familiar with his relationship with Holly, but I still feel like if you're not together anymore, you don't really get a say on who they move on with, you know? At number 2, Harry Styles. In 2019, Harry Styles continued being his wholesome and unproblematic self when he messaged a fan to give them dating advice. A fan named Tish tweeted at Harry Styles asking him for advice on how to handle a situation she was facing regarding her crush. In the tweet, she told Harry that she wanted to confess her feelings to the boy she liked and was looking for a sign that she should press send and tell them. She included a screenshot of her pending message to her crush and let the universe take it from there. Well, the universe answered and it was Harry Styles on the other line. He ended up DMing the fan saying, quote, "Hello, I saw your tweet about telling someone you have feelings for them. Life is too short not to tell people how we feel, so my advice would be to go for it. If you really mean it, then there's nothing to be scared of. Be honest and vulnerable, that's what makes you feel human, and feeling human, the good and the bad, is what life is. Hope it goes well, H." The fan later tweeted how happy she was that she got the message and that Harry gives good love advice. Hopefully things went well for Tish and maybe we'll see Harry at their wedding. At number 1, Justin Bieber. You never know where you're going to meet your next crush. A lot of the time we come across people online we think are cute and want to shoot our shot. Well, this happened with Justin Bieber in a kind of weird way. It started with nutrition and fitness coach Jessica Gober and her suggestion that the gym she worked for start posting on their Instagram more to get some more traction to their business. Well, Jessica's suggestion worked very well, but instead of attracting business, she attracted love. The gym posted a boomerang of Jessie holding an energy drink, and somehow this post was circulated around enough that it caught the attention of Justin Bieber. Since Jessica wasn't tagged in the post, Justin actually ended up DMing the gym's account, asking who the girl was in the picture. Jessica found out about this and posted screenshots of the message to her Twitter. Some people actually came for her, saying that she could have become something special to Justin, but she clapped back by posting pictures of her boyfriend saying, quote, "I've got everything I need right here." Unfortunately, Justin didn't get what he was hoping for, but at least he tried. I love reading about these instances of celebrities DMing fans because they're so all over the place. Like sometimes they're just genuinely interacting with their fans, and sometimes they think you're cute and want to smash, you know? Out of the ones on this list, which celebrity DM surprised you the most? And if there was any celebrity who you'd love to receive a DM from, who would it be? Let me know down in the comments. But for now, let's read some of your comments from our video, the top 10 celebrities who've been banned from public places. Pamela Shore says, seems some people don't know how to act. Money doesn't buy class. Yeah, you said that right. I mean, just look at the Kardashians. Speaking of the Kardashians, Simon Marshall says, yes, thank you, I'm glad and thankful that the Kardashians are not allowed to go to Oscars parties. I don't know why they would have been invited in the first place. They're not actors, they live and they're famous. I don't understand. The Mindless Tuber says, it's honestly kinda hard to wrap your head around how someone could become a celebrity without doing anything but exist. Exactly right. Again, Kardashians, how'd they become famous? I don't know. Macy Ballard says, I've only been kicked out of school. Love, peace, and chicken grease. I've never heard that one before, so I had to include it. It's so great. Thanks for all your comments and for sticking around to the end of the video. Make sure you guys are liking, commenting, subscribing, and all that jazz. I've been your host, Bree Room, and until next time, stay safe, be nice to people online, and stay groovy, friends. Great.
Slightly that way.
Which way?
Yeah.
After their conversation, times they think you're cute and want to smash, you know?
This guy.